News4JAX is running a viral social media claim through the Trust Index tonight about U.S. Customs and Border Patrol agents allegedly whipping Haitian migrants as they tried to get into the United States. The dramatic scene has drawn widespread condemnation from both the White House, politicians, and the public. But were CBP agents really using whips? And were the migrants physically assaulted? The News4JAX Trust Index team is giving this claim a rating of not true. And this is the reason why. This video, originally captured by Al Jazeera, shows U.S. Border Patrol agents on horseback trying to stop Haitian migrants from entering an encampment on the banks of the Rio Grande on Sunday. But it's this image, captured by photographer Paul Ratchey, that's led to widespread criticism. Oregon Senator Jeff Berkeley took to Twitter writing, "Use of whips on refugees? Disturbing and unacceptable. This must end immediately." The Intercept journalist Ryan Devereaux tweeted, "Border Patrol agents on horseback cracking whips and charging into crowds of Haitian asylum seekers in Texas, shouting at them to go back to Mexico." And Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer tweeting, "The images of inhumane treatment of Haitian migrants by Border Patrol, including the use of whips, are unacceptable." Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, however, is denying that Border Patrol agents use whips, explaining to reporters that agents use long reins to control their horses and not whips, saying the reins were being held by CBP agents. Mayorkas also added that a full investigation is warranted.
One cannot weaponize a horse to aggressively attack a child. That is unacceptable. That is not what our policies and our training require. Please understand, let me be quite clear. That is not acceptable. We will not tolerate mistreatment, and we will address it with full force based on the facts that we learn.
The photographer who took the controversial photo, Paul Ratchey, is also weighing in on what happened, telling NPR and an Oklahoma news station the following about what he captured. "Some of the Haitian men started running, trying to go around the horses, and that's when the whole thing happened. I never saw them whip anyone. The agent was swinging the reins that to some may be misconstrued when you're looking at the pictures." The News4JAX Trust Index team also looked deeper into the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol policy, which says whips are not issued or authorized for use. A retired Border Patrol agent tells USA Today that the CBP agent may have been trying to keep the migrants from getting too close to the horses, because if someone gets close enough to the horses, they can try to control the horses by grabbing the reins, which could lead to serious injury or even death of the agent or the migrant. So does how CBP agents handled this situation, does that deserve a full investigation? Well, the answer is yes. But to the claim that horseback mounted agents were seen whipping Haitian migrants trying to get into the United States, the News4JAX Trust Index team rates this claim as not true.